Good morning. So this week I wanted to show you how I prepared one of the biggest sets of my life, Rhythm and Vines 2025. I was probably playing to around 2,000 people at the end of this set, which was pretty crazy. So I spent way too much time on this set, and I'll show you how I did it, because this is kind of a vague method of how I usually do when I'm planning a set. So let's jump in to Rekordbox. Okay, so welcome to Rekordbox. I'm supposed to see that. Basically, what I do is you make a folder, right? Rhythm and Vines is the name of my folder, has all of these in it. Now, the first thing that I usually do is I just make one called All Ideas, this one here, and I just chuck kind of every tune that I think I might want to play in there. I ended up chucking 133 songs in there. It's got all sorts. Most of these I didn't play, so it's quite tricky to just put everything into a folder and then try and move everything around then. So I chucked everything in here, got all sorts of tunes that I kind of wanted to do. So I probably started with the start section. I made this intro with Fade Away and Versatile. It kind of is sick. I kind of use this for most of my sets now. Super hype. So and then there's barely anything in this, so I kind of want to do this song, and then the other ones I've got here is Small Groove section, good spelling ref. So we have kind of just some. I don't think I played any of these songs, but I want to had an idea of. Mid-30s section. This is when I started to speed up the tempo a little bit later in my set. So I started 130 tune, 134 tune, 136, 38. I think that's actually pretty much how it ended as well. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and then this is just kind of a transition ideas. I don't think I've really been anywhere with that. What else we got? Middle idea 1, kind of just a transition ideas I had. Again, like most of these don't really mean anything. And happy mid section, I think this is just kind of like the middle section of ideas I threw together. 4 to 9. What do you mean 4 to 9? Okay, more ideas. And then I kind of just started to piece those all together. So the first playlist, like this, I think that is completely different to how the set actually turned out. We've got songs like, this is where the middle groovy section was in. Songs like that. So then I kind of, what I would usually do is I would put together a kind of an idea. I'd do a run through on my decks. And then I'd kind of refine it. Maybe these transitions don't work, move it around a little bit. Then we got R&B 2, boom. And then I kind of just do that again, add new things, take away things again. I think this is, this is the first, when I started making My Love, which is out now, by the way. Very old version. The second drop sound. It's not too far off the final, actually. So I kind of just made my way through all these. See little things changing each time. I think R&B 8 is the one that I ended up on. Once I'd finalized this, what I kind of went through and did is I went through the songs. So this is Savannah, Bar's R&B edit. So it basically just means that I went into Logic and just shifted around a few of the sections to make it like better for mixing in and out is pretty much the guts of it. Did that to a few songs. I think with this song, yeah, it goes from here, and then into the breakdown, but I wanted it to just go straight to the second drop, so I just cut it and did it from here, so instead it just goes straight into the chorus bit. So yeah, that's kind of how I did that with a lot of these songs. This one too, this one as well, because it is tricky to get a song to mix well a lot of the time. Another thing that I did is I made an edit of my own song, Fade Away. Basically the original extended version just goes straight from this into the vocal.
You love me. You tell me forever.
But for this particular set, it was going to be my last song, so I wanted it to be a bit more of a moment, if you know what I mean. So I went and made an edit where the intro is slightly longer. And I added in a little stutter vocal into this section. And then for it to be a bit more of a moment, then it was straight into the song. I made it so that it kind of goes down into it. It's the part where I get on the mic and I'm like, "Yo, my last song." Everyone's like, "Hey." And then into the song.
Tell me that you love me. You tell me forever, fade away.
And then another thing that I ended up doing that was a really weird thing about this set is, so I was playing this, I was near the end here. I had about 2 minutes left once the song had finished. And the person after me, Ella Monnery, has a DJ who plays for her while she sings. So they wanted to take out the 2 decks on the right side. He's put in a DJ 1000, I think it was, so that he could DJ on that. But the issue was that Fade Away was playing on deck 3 over here, which is one of the ones I wanted to take away. So they were like, "Oh, can you just like move that song to the other side?" And I don't know how to do instant doubles on CDJ, so I was just like, I don't think so. Because they couldn't take out the left side because my USB was plugged in over there, and then that would just cook everything. But then I realized I had about 2 minutes left, so I was in this breakdown section. I went to the bro, I'm like, "Yeah, I can play one more." Now this is actually something that I kind of realized was perfect, because like, yes, Fade Away is a sick tune, but nobody knows it. So I basically I went and I searched up. I think it's good to just have a tune like this to chuck at the end of your set, like whether you use it or not doesn't really matter, but I used this remix. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Which kind of was the perfect way to end it, because everyone was just singing and it's bloody just good time and all of that. I can't wait for the day where I can just do that with one of my tunes. It was quite a new set for me because, like, previously I was quite like a button masher. I was just trying to do fancy stuff, but I hadn't played that many sets in 2025, and I kind of was just mixing in my room, and I started to kind of realize that maybe that's not the way to do it all the time. Like, there was a few transitions, like this one here, where I played this New Gold remix with the Sandstorm sound that I made. Well, things like that, like I have a few of those transitions in there where it's kind of like, ooh, and it's kind of risky and I could mess it up. But a lot of the time it is just playing good tunes. Yeah, it's not something that I kind of missed before, I think. Yeah, and I guess that's just kind of how I wanted to play it, and I did. I think it worked really well. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into how I plan my DJ sets. let me know what other sort of content you want to see, because there's not a whole lot happening on the DJ front coming up. Just that I can vlog, so I'm going to be doing probably more videos like this. I might try to do one of those, like make a song in 20 minutes or something like that. Could be fun. I also want to try to do a live stream at some point, but that might be expensive. We'll see. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, mate. Boom.